Good morning, everyone. 9:19 the time. Welcome back to the Eat, Drink, Explore radio program. This is hopefully how you start your morning each and every Sunday. I also want to say a thank you for all the people that called last week to win the book that we were giving away.
It was a cool book.
It was a fantastic cookbook that we gave away, and when I took a look at the list, because it's an 800 number, so you can see where everyone calls from.
Right.
We had calls from all over the state, including Palm Springs. So
awesome.
We're not on a radio station in Palm Springs yet, but that means people were listening online.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
I want to say hello to anyone that's in
Good
Palm
morning.
Springs right now listening. We certainly sorry you didn't win,
Yeah.
but at least you tried, right?
The chef was so much fun, and the book was awesome.
Yeah, and the winner was a gentleman out of
Monty
out of Aromas, yes. And so congratulations, Monty. Okay, it is time to take another spin with our compass word ghost. Patty Pyburn and I are headed now down to Old Town San Diego, and you've got to check out this property, whether just to eat at the restaurant or if you can withstand the hauntings, if you're brave, you can stay there as well. And they give tours of the Cosmopolitan Hotel. It's been there a long time. It's a historic landmark, and we are joined right now by Catherine Miller to talk a bit about it. Hi, Catherine.
Hi there. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Welcome to the program. Have you yourself ever experienced any of the hauntings there at the Cosmopolitan?
Only a little.
What's that one room number that's kind of a small room and it's off? It's not a room you can rent any longer. What room 19? Is that right?
No, actually, we're a 10-room hotel. And room 11 is the one that's got a little spirit in it.
Oh, room 11. And you still can rent that room?
Yes, absolutely.
Ooh.
We have some video that we're playing from when we were there last time. And what we did was one of the workers showed us what the ghost does. It sits down on this bed and it...
makes it like an indentation.
Yes, makes an indent on the... And the people cleaning the room will have just made the bed. And then they turn around and it's got this indentation and they felt the ghost come in and sit down on the bed sort of thing. And so we sort of reenacted it. And we did that with another stretch of the hotel too. So if you're watching online, you can see this sort of...
A fun reenactment of the ghost story.
She just sat down. If you're watching right now, she just sat down. So Catherine, is that what you experienced?
No, it's not. But I will tell you that in room 11, we have these guest journals. People write their experiences and notes and things. There seems to be a ghost cat as well in room 11.
Oh, really?
So we haven't quite figured that one out yet, but it comes up again and again in the journal. We're not quite sure.
That's the kind of pet to have. No feeding. You don't have to hire someone to watch it while you're gone.
We can't figure out if you're allergic to cats, if you're allergic to ghost cats as well. We're not sure how that works exactly.
Catherine, how long has the Cosmopolitan Hotel been around and operating as a hotel?
Well, it was first, the hotel aspect of our property was built in 1869. And it operated as a hotel for 30 years back in that period of time. Through the years, it became lots of different things, but we've since been open since July of 2010. We've reopened, and the hotel has been totally restored to where it was back in 1869.
I love that. You actually peeled away some of the, because layer after layer of different wallpapers and stuff and paints were put on, and you guys peeled all that back and brought it back to its originality.
Well, it's more than wallpapers. There were facades put on the building, etc. So all those facades and plaster came off, and underneath all of that was the original building.
Wow.
And 80% of it was still intact. It was really quite incredible.
So now it's restored back to its authentic, original look. I'm curious, going back to the ghost story, do we know who the woman is? Who is the ghost?
We believe we do. We think it's Isadora Bandini, Juan Bandini's daughter. And, she loved the place. She grew up there. It was her family home. After her father died, the building was sold to the Seeleys, and they built the hotel up top. But she would come back and stay at the hotel. Oh. So she was friends with them, and so I think she just liked it so much she just didn't want to leave.
Yeah, she grew up there and then visited, in her later years and stayed at the hotel. Why not? Why leave?
It's a great place, right?
Right. And so you're situated right there on the square in Old Town, it's a California State Historic Park, right?
It is, and And our building is on the National Registry. Actually, our building was first built in 1827. So there's a very long history and very varied story about what's happened on our property. We're sort of the gem of the park. We dominate the square. We're the largest structure in the park.
Now, you've had a number of ghost hunters and even like the Travel Channel and some of those different organizations that come in and use their high-tech equipment to check for the presence of...
The ghost hunters, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And how has that turned out? Like, did they verify and say, yeah, there is a spirit here?
Yes, absolutely. They did. And actually,
cool.
every time that there's a show by the Ghost Adventures that airs, people flock in the door.
Isn't that funny? Because we were just talking with Gabe Saglia with Travel Zoo. Right there near you is Hotel del Coronado, which is haunted as well. Some places embrace the fact that they have a ghost, like you do and the Hotel del. Others, want to keep it kind of secret.
Yeah, that's why I tell you, it's just a little haunted.
That one's just a little.
Just a slight haunting.
Now, you're a restaurant as well. Ever any unusual clinking and clanging going on in the restaurant area?
No, not really. We've got the only clanking going on is people enjoying great meals. We've got a wonderful chef, Andrew Saslow, and I think he keeps all the spirits out of the kitchen.
But there's plenty of spirits going to the tables. I'll tell you that much, because I had a mimosa with our brunch there, and I will give it a thumbs up. That was a delicious meal, and you sat out on the patio. You have a what do you call that?
It's a garden courtyard.
Garden courtyard, yeah, in the middle, and it's fantastic.
So yeah, that's a good point to make, though. Beyond the ghostly experience that someone might be attracted to see at the hotel, what else can people expect at your place?
Well, we've got, because we only have 10 rooms, everyone gets very personal service. In the morning, we serve hot scones, fresh-made jams, and a continental breakfast right outside your door. It's just really a lovely experience. And because we're the only hotel in Old Town State Park, basically the park is yours after hours.
It's true. And the place sort of empties out, and then in the evening you can walk around, and up the road there's some haunted area as well, right? An old graveyard or something?
There's a cemetery up the road. There's the Whaley House. I mean, there's quite a few sites that are identified as being spirited.
Yes, it's a great location to go for Halloween if you want to kind of keep with that whole spirit, or any time of year. Really, it is fantastic. The other thing that you have there at the Cosmopolitan that I think is nice is free tours. People can just hop on board, right?
Yes, and we love telling the story of the place. It's an interesting story, and the property is beautiful, so we love showing people around.
And so do you find that around the Halloween time of year it's harder to book a room at the Cosmo?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Some rooms.
Especially
Room 11 especially.
Yes, I can
that makes
imagine
sense.
So. We stayed in that corner room, which was, I think it was like the master suite.
The Steely Suite.
Yes, that is an amazing room. I did not experience any ghost hauntings, though, which I'm perfectly okay with.
Yeah, that's a magnificent room. Fireplace, sitting room. It's lovely.
Yeah, and in some of the rooms they have like big copper tubs, and
I was looking at the pictures. Great, what a great property!
It really is a fantastic property. Well, my best to you and everyone there, Catherine. I really appreciate you being on the show. Catherine Miller with the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Old Town, San Diego. If you've been to San Diego many times and you've skipped the Old Town area, put it on your list, because it really does show you a bit of California's ranchero history. So, Catherine, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, stick around, everyone, because up next, we're heading way up the coast, at least from San Diego, but it's in our listening area, and it is a distillery that's haunted.
Ooh, very cool.
Yeah, one of those Prohibition-era distilleries right on the water, but you can enjoy a nice meal there nowadays and a pretty good view, too. You're listening to the Eat, Drink, Explore Radio Network on this Sunday morning, 9:28 the time. We're back in just a few minutes.